Younger, smaller, lighter, fuller, tighter, thinner, softer.
Dove showed us the onslaught of images from the media and Hollywood. And now, they are bringing Hollywood to teens coast to coast.
None of that matters.
Chatting with celebs that girls can relate to, like singer JoJo.
I have my family support, so that's something that I can look to when I'm feeling down.
The Dove Self-Esteem Fund, together with Step Up Women's Network, is hosting after-school workshops throughout the country.
Are you guys ready to have a good workshop? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Where celebrities and self-esteem experts are unmasking the tricks of the trade.
The teeth is the same, though. What's a Hollywood reality check? What's real and what's not real in what you see? You know, because we sometimes forget that every image that we see comes to us a little bit altered. Is it not, JoJo?
Every image, every album cover, every media campaign, everything is touched up. You know, the flap, like right here where your armpit is, and like sometimes there's a little flap, like they can remove that. It's like, great, that's fabulous, but it's not real. I have that little flap there.
I always thought, okay, they put makeup on them, they do their hair, but I never knew that they actually like use the computers to actually change their looks.
And starting up a dialogue where girls can talk openly.
What does your family think you look like?
My older brother, he's the one that he always makes fun of everybody.
Yeah.
So he calls me fat, me and my sister.
I feel like so much better because I know that I'm not the only one who has these issues.
Our pursuit for that physical perfection, that perfect skin and that perfect body and that, you know, sort of like polished look really comes through the images that we see in Hollywood.
So what did the girls think about celebrities getting real?
It was very shocking. When you see a celebrity, you think their life is made. You don't think that they have any problems. They don't have any insecurities.
It's not like I'm gonna go home and forget about this. Like I'm really gonna think about this and apply the stuff that they told us to my life because I don't always have to feel down about myself.
Beautiful. And JoJo is here with us, along with Dove's self-esteem expert Jessica Weiner and psychologist Ann Kearney-Cook, who specializes in treating teens and adults with eating disorders and self-esteem issues. Ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning.
First of all, what an incredible program, Jessica. Just tell me, what do you hope girls were taking away from this?
Well, we're giving girls a Hollywood reality check, and by inviting Hollywood to the table and working with somebody like JoJo, we give girls a tangible taste of how they can change their self-esteem and how they can interact with the media differently.
And JoJo, I know it was interesting because one of the girls in the spot said, you know, it's weird. I didn't know celebrities were sort of insecure, had insecurities too. You became real to them. What message did you hope to get out to those young girls?
I hope to get out that at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have those same insecurities, just in different aspects of life or in different ways, in different individual ways, but they're no less relevant.
JoJo, when you see a picture of yourself in a magazine, okay, and let's say I don't know why they would ever airbrush any part of you, but let's say they did. What does that make you feel like as a celebrity?
It makes me feel like, well, what was wrong with me that they had to alter, you know, how I am or, you know, how I am naturally? Why would they have to?
And when we showed the girls some of the images and when JoJo talked so candidly, it was like light bulbs went off.
Really?
And they realized, yes, of course, because they look at somebody they love and they realize, it's not always real what we're getting.
Now, Ann, these workshops are great, but do they really help long-term with a young girl's self-esteem, do you think?
Well, you know, what we know from social comparison theory is that individuals evaluate themselves and their body by comparing themselves. And young girls compare themselves to airbrushed, retouched images. And so these workshops are amazing because they help girls see even celebrities, they retouch and change. And there's research to show that girls who watch more TV, consume more media, tend to have lower self-esteem, a more negative body image, and more depressed mood.
JoJo, what kind of reaction did you get from the girls? Because, you know, you're a full-fledged celeb. You walk in the room. What did the girls think of you?
I don't know what they thought of me, but I think that as we eased into it, I hope that they walked away knowing that I am, you know, just a young woman like they are, just trying to figure everything out, and that we all have the same, you know, insecurities.
We have some pictures. I just want to show a couple of these pictures that are of young girls in magazines. Okay, this one is, tell me about this, Jess.
JoJo and I showed this to the girls, and they were amazed. We first gave them the before picture and asked them what they thought about it, and they thought, oh, she's really pretty. When we gave them the after, the retouch picture, they were shocked. Her freckles were gone. Her arm was in half.
Look at her arm.
And, you know, we talked about, and we got JoJo,
and her hair,
and her hair has
everything.
changed, and the lighting has changed. And we said, you know, if you were in a position like with JoJo or another celebrity, how would girls feel if their pictures were retouched? It gave them, again, this became really real for them.
And we have another picture of another, there's another retouch. It's of a young girl who has, look, I mean, look at the girl on the left is beautiful, but she's got some freckles and stuff like that. And they've made her flawless.
And
no bags under the eyes.
Before and after, they were amazed at how smooth her hair was, how her freckles were gone. And just showing pictures to girls like this and having them talk to JoJo and giving them the tools of the workshop, it was a really amazingly opening experience.
Yeah. And what are some, just give me some tips for young girls, because not everyone gets to go to a workshop. They all can't have this benefit.
Right. Well, again, self-esteem is about feeling competent in the world. And I think what parents and mothers need to do is really, when your daughter comes to you about feeling fat or about a fight with a girlfriend, you need to really listen to her, be curious about what she's saying, ask questions, help her walk through the process so she learns to problem solve herself.
I like that.
That's what self-esteem
Do you
is
have a
about.
quick website too?
I do. I think, and JoJo has a strong mom role model, and I think for the moms and daughters who couldn't come to these workshops and experience JoJo, they can go to DoveRealityDiaries.com and they can watch 4 real girls go through the same thing that the girls and JoJo and I were talking about.
You guys,
You want to encourage girls to define themselves by the choices they make each day.
That's important.
Not what other people feel about them or think.
great advice. You guys, you made an impact today. So Jess and JoJo, thank you guys so much for everything you did. We really appreciate it.